I can't praise the series enough for how much depth and character development is given to our characters. Even with Ruby, who wasn't the main focus of the episode, still had a bit of shine to her character, as being the uplifting figure giving Kana the inspiration to take a step forward. Throughout the episodes, we've had bits of Kana's past in terms of her career here and there, but it's finally time we get a full dive into her situation. Kana is more awfully stubborn than we thought. She knows she has talent, but she pretends to almost not recognize it, as if she denies her own talent and that it's just wasted potential. Her self-esteem is absolute rock bottom, and that small strand of hope was completely shot down by Aqua's big ball move during the finale of the reality dating show. But it makes me wonder, if she lost her position as a top child actor as she started to get older, how was she still doing music and having that music video that seemed relatively recent? Was it just a desperate means for her to make money? It's funny how it all comes around though. Kana is insistently stubborn, not wanting to do something. In the end, she's forced into that position. This time being her having heard Ruby and Memcho's horrible singing. I love how Peon comes back and does a whole training montage with the girls, then later gives Kana a pep talk about her skills and her rock bottom confidence, speaking so casually as if they're friends catching up with each other. Except it's Aqua. What's crazy is, just from talking to her casually and trying to help her out by appraising her talent, Kana develops feelings on the spot. It's crazy how she's low-key hoeing. Then again, Aqua's been doing that plenty of times, raising up all the main girls. I guess Aqua's wistfulness is too strong that even in disguise, Kana can't escape getting rizzed up by a role he's playing. And speaking of playing a role, someone give Aqua a fucking award already. This man is too good with the acting, putting on convincing performances with his voice until hints started dropping out about Peon looking like Aqua. I also kind of noticed, though, you could hear it from the tone of his voice if you focus enough. It does sound a little off from the episode Peon came in. Before I move on from the Peon topic, I've seen a bunch of theories popping up about the possibility of him being the leader of the cheerleading squad in Kaguya-sama, especially both having the same voice actor. That would be really interesting if that actually is the case, if we get to see our first Kaguya-sama character in Oshino, since it's the same universe. I forgot if I mentioned this or not, but we're finally getting to see a flashback of Kana's past from where her career started sloping. As she got older, the expectations placed on her were too high and she just couldn't live up to them, now that she's not a fucking third grader anymore. But I do get the feeling she just had that hidden talent in her that she didn't even recognize, and like those other people didn't see her for. It's just tough to see. The best scene of Ruby talking about her past to Kana and her quote-unquote first love was so weird, knowing the context of it and who is who. Normally it would be wholesome, but in this case I somehow feel the indirect incest sneaking in. Just really hope that Ruby and Aqua don't find out who they were in their past lives, cause I'm telling you, it's gonna end up being so fucking weird and kinda awkward. Also, I see where Kana was coming from with her doubts and stress of whether or not they'll be successful and what'll happen in the bigger picture, especially with her deadbeat confidence. The pressure is real of the slight possibility shit goes south and she brings the other two down with her. I love these small relatable sides of characters we see from time to time. The circumstances are so drawn out to depict reality. I love how, in contrast to Kana, Ruby is also nervous, but not in the way Kana is. She's that bright light in Kana's path to help her get back on her feet, because Ruby takes it in a positive way. That even if they'll fail, that's fine, because what matters most is that they had fun and tried. It's very wholesome how Ruby is just the cheerful one, trying to lighten the mood up towards the situation, even though it's just Kana who's extremely anxious. Lastly, with all the Kana and Ruby stuff aside, it's crazy how you're literally in the slums if you don't got clout as an idol like the popular groups that get those VIP rooms. But newcomers and whatnot, you're just mashed into this clusterfuck of an area where you gotta get ready and share your space with others. Just goes to show how hectic the industry could be when you're on the bottom of the ladder, I guess.